The majestic Himalayas, also known as the roof of the world, are among the highest and most formidable mountains on the planet. Stretching across 5 countries, India, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Pakistan, the snow-capped peaks, deep valleys, and vast glaciers create a landscape of unparalleled beauty and grandeur. However, these mountains are more than just a visual feast. They play an important role in the Earth's climate system. The Himalayas act as a barrier, regulating weather patterns and monsoon rains throughout South Asia. Their glaciers, which contain the largest amount of ice outside of the polar regions, are critical for maintaining hydrological equilibrium. The meltwater from these glaciers feeds some of the world's most important river systems, including the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus. Furthermore, the Himalayas are a biodiversity hotspot. They are home to a diverse range of flora and fauna, many of which are unique to the region. Alpine meadows, dense forests, and high-altitude lakes provide habitat for a variety of species, including the snow leopard, red panda, and numerous medicinal plants. These fragile ecosystems support not only wildlife, but also the livelihoods of millions of people who rely on natural resources. However, the Himalayas' beauty and ecological significance are increasingly threatened. Rising global temperatures are causing glaciers to melt at unprecedented rates, upsetting the natural balance. These changes have far-reaching consequences, not only for the environment, but also for the millions of people who depend on the Himalayas for water and food security. Nepal, nestled in the Himalayas, is at the epicenter of the climate crisis. This small, landlocked country contains 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks, making it a key player in the fight against climate change. The country's geography is diverse, ranging from lowland plains to towering mountains, which makes it especially vulnerable to the effects of global warming. The rapid melting of Nepal's glaciers is one of the most visible and concerning signs of climate change. These glaciers, which serve as natural water towers, are shrinking, putting millions of people's water supplies at risk. The meltwater flows into rivers and lakes, which are essential for agriculture, drinking water, and hydroelectric power generation. As glaciers recede, they create unstable glacial lakes that are prone to catastrophic outburst floods, known as glacial lake outburst floods, GLOFs. The monsoon heavily influences Nepal's climate, providing much-needed rain for agriculture. However, climate change is making the monsoon season more unpredictable. Farmers face the challenge of either too little rain, resulting in droughts, or too much rain, causing floods and landslides. The erratic weather threatens crop yields and food security, exacerbating poverty and hardship in rural communities. In addition to environmental stresses, the socio-economic impact on Nepal is significant. The country's economy is heavily reliant on agriculture and tourism, both of which are sensitive to climate change. Melting glaciers and changing weather patterns pose a threat to these industries, affecting livelihoods and the region's overall economic stability. The Himalayas, also known as the Third Pole, have immense global significance. They are not only breathtaking natural wonders, but also critical components of the Earth's climate system. The health of the Himalayan ecosystem has a direct impact on the well-being of countless communities, as well as global environmental stability. Protecting this vital region is not just a local or national priority, it is a global imperative. The interconnectedness of environmental systems implies that the health of the Himalayas is inextricably linked to that of our planet. Developing countries such as Nepal frequently lack the resources to fund large-scale adaptation and mitigation efforts. International funding mechanisms, such as the Green Climate Fund, can provide the financial resources needed to build resilient infrastructure, implement sustainable agricultural practices, and improve water management. Furthermore, global efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions are critical in slowing the rate of glacier melting in the Himalayas. The actions of industrialized countries have a significant impact on global temperature trends, and their commitment to reducing emissions is critical. International agreements, such as the Paris Agreement, provide a framework for countries to pledge and review their climate action plans, encouraging a collaborative spirit aimed at meeting global climate targets. To summarize, the Himalayas represent a critical juncture in the fight against climate change. Their preservation is crucial for regional and global environmental health. It is critical that nations work together to support sustainable development, share technological advances, and commit to lowering emissions. By encouraging international cooperation and taking decisive action, we can protect the Himalayas' melting majesty while also ensuring a resilient and sustainable future for future generations.